Hello everyone, my name is Vainan Furi. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another React, and welcome to my little portable studio that I've set up while I'm away from home, recording an album with my new band. I'm so excited for this music. We've got 14 songs. We're getting through the drums first. I got like 6 more songs to record on the drums, and then we're gonna start jacking guitars and freaking vocals and bass and all this stuff, and it's just like, it's super exciting. So thank you for coming. I did want to do some reactions while I'm here. So this is my Buy Me a Coffee account, and I'm gonna read out this suggestion and this request made by Gwen Lunsford. And it reads, yo, 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 hello my friend and brother, today we're doing Angry Grandson. Well, the whole album is, but in this one he's channeling Rage Against the Machine hard and speaking nothing but facts that may make some people uncomfortable, but I think it's always good to broaden our views and hear the other side. We got a lot of the other side, for me, forced on us over here. So here's my way of putting some truths back into the universe via Grandson and Vaynant. Thanks for being a safe space to share this stuff, my man. Well, thank you. I'm honored that you think of my channel as a safe space, and yeah, I'm always keen to hear some angry Grandson. Let's freaking go. This might be, I think this is just album art, so let's, I should have set this up, sorry. Should have set this up a bit better, but let's pull up some lyrics and read the lyrics while we listen to the song. Sorry, my ADHD is, what's it? Grandson. Grandson, Little White Lies. Lyrics. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Here we go. I like me some genius lyrics. Let's go. I should have set this up before I started recording, but it's okay. I'm sure you understand. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's listen to the song and react to it and read the lyrics as well.
Jesus was a 5'4", brown-skinned socialist. Nothing like the white man on that crucifix. The truth is there, you just won't notice it.
Woo.
We live on a land stolen, blood on the leaves, in a country falling apart at the seams. Scroll past, a mother with a dead son grieves. Ask yourself what you wanna believe. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. Under the thumb of the neoliberal woke, whose president acts like we a literal joke. Politicians will say anything if you give them a vote, but then they disappear with one hit of the smoke. Cause they two sides of the same dollar bill. Cause they two hands that'll strangle to kill. So they're at odds with each other, but in fact the agenda remains intact. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. Eurocentric vision all over the world. Nationalism all over the world. Fascism for all the boys and girls. Fuck that, we will not bow down to authority. Bow down to the legacy. Bow down to conformity. Bow to white supremacy. Bow down to authority. Bow down to the legacy. Bow down to conformity. Bow down to the little white. We don't want those little white lies. We don't want those little white lies living in the. We don't want those little white lies. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie.
Oh, damn. Little White Lies. That's a banger, dude. Wow. Wow. When that like guitar riff drops in, it just starts like with his voice. Um, and it's so impactful because like that first line is so powerful. Jesus was a 5'4" brown skinned socialist, nothing like the white man on the crucifix. The truth is there, you just won't notice it. And it's so, that's impactful, man. Like, it's so weird, like how Jesus is painted as this like white man hanging on a cross. It's like, no, he's from the East. He was a brown man. You know, like, I don't. It's weird, man. It's weird, like, and how deep that like that image goes, and how that image is like grained into people's brains, and it's like, wow. Anyway, that's just the first line, and then he just goes on to spit these like truth bombs, like, and I think like the Little White Lies. It's like this. I guess the American dream, or the way like news outlets paint like history and what we choose to focus on, and how to keep people conformed. Like it's all I don't know, like the Little White Lies, like it's what I like about those words, and the context of it in the song is that it's like little white lies, and it's coming from like the white perspective, like the lies being told by white people, like particularly white men in charge, and like painting this picture of and for like creating boundaries and creating distance rather than like bringing people together, yeah. I think it's very clever lyric writing right there. Let's read through the whole thing. Let's just read through it and see what comes up. So Jesus was a 5'4" brown-skinned socialist, nothing like the white man on that crucifix. The truth is there, you just won't notice it. We live on a land stolen, blood on the leaves, and a country fallen apart at the seams. Scroll past a mother with a dead son grieves. Ask yourself what you want to believe. It's like, obviously Grandson is from America, and like the shit that's going down in America right now. Gwen is also from America, so I get it. I get the appeal and the almost the necessity of this kind of music right now, because it's like, it's crazy what's going on in the world at the moment. It's like like a cartoon, or like a really bad cartoon, like it's not like you read stuff in the news, and you read stuff like on Instagram and stuff, and you're like, how is this happening? Like, how are we like consciously making these decisions, and how in a time where we're more connected around the world than ever, with like internet and social media and all these things, how in this time are we still so divided, like have we forgotten what it is to like have empathy with other people, or is like the propaganda and the little white lies so deeply ingrained that it's just pulling people further and further apart? I don't know. It's crazy. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times, and that just kind of repeats throughout the chorus. And it's like, I think the repetition in this is also kind of a comment on like the repetition of the little white lies. Like if you hear something enough times, it becomes like the truth in your head. It's almost like telling a joke too many times, or like being like saying something ironically. If you say something ironically enough, you start saying it for real. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Under the thumb of the neoliberal woke, whose president acts like we a literal joke, politicians will say anything that could give them a vote, but then they disappear with one hit of the smoke, because they two sides of the same dollar bill, because they two hands that'll strangle to kill, say they're at odds with each other, but in fact the agenda remains intact. So yeah, that's also the thing. It's like, back when it was it I don't know, like when it's like Joe Biden and Donald Trump, or Hillary and Donald, or whoever is like going up for election. It's like, okay, here are these two puppets that you can choose from, you know, and it's like two options. Is that all we get to choose from? Really? Like, is there no one else? Is there no one else? And it's like, it's a joke. It really is a joke. We've got the chorus again. Bridge is Eurocentric vision all over the world, nationalism all over the world, fascism for all the boys and girls. Fuck that. We will not bow down to authority, bow down to legacy, bow down to conformity, bow to white supremacy, bow down to authority, bow down to the legacy, bow down to conformity, bow down to the little white lies. And then it's the chorus again. Yeah, damn, makes you think. This kind of music makes you think. It's great. It's angry. It's grandson. I love it. Hell yeah, thank you, Gwen. This is a tough one to jam to, because it's like, it's so unchordal. Is that a word? Non-chordal? I couldn't hear like the. It's like just, it's almost chromatic in a way. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and jam to this. Let's see if I can do it.
Jesus was a 5'4", brown-skinned socialist. Nothing like the white man on that crucifix. The truth is there.
Because it's not melodic in the sense that it's like there's a clear melody. It's kind of spoken rap kind of vibe. But let's see. Maybe I can find the key in there somewhere, or something that works.
You just won't notice it. We live on a land stolen, blood on the leaves, in a country falling apart at the seams. Scroll past a mother with a dead son grieves. Ask yourself what you wanna believe. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. Under the thumb of the neoliberal woke, whose president acts like we a literal joke. Politicians will say anything if you give them a vote, but then they disappear with one hit of the smoke. Cause they two sides of the same dollar bill. Cause they two hands that'll strangle the kill. So they're at odds with each other, but in fact the agenda remains intact. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. We don't want those little white lies that you told us a million times. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lie. Eurocentric vision all over the world, nationalism all over the world, fascism for all the boys and girls. Fuck that, we will not bow down to authority, bow down to the legacy, bow down to conformity, bow to white supremacy, bow down to authority, bow down to the legacy, bow down to conformity, bow down to law, bow down to the little white. We don't want those little white lies. We don't want those little white lies living in the. We don't want those little white lies. We don't want those little white lies living in the little white lies.
I don't know. I kind of found like some of the riff in there, but it's a tough one to jam to. I'm not gonna lie. But I had fun. Doing it. Hell yeah. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. I don't know why. Maybe it's the little white lies. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching that with me. Thank you for sticking around for the jams. It's always fun. Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I must be allergic to the authorities. Yeah, thanks. Ooh, don't go there. Thank you thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Gwen, for the suggestions. Always, freaking love me some Grandson. I love me some Rage Against the Machine vibes. It's always cool. Digging the sound of his new album. It's very like just raw guitar, drums, vocals. Like freaking, I love those gang vocals that's going on in the background. It really like feels like old school 2000s hard rock, like rage rock, political rock. You know, like political commentary, social commentary. It's cool. It's cool. It makes us think. It gives us like an outlet, a cathartic outlet for these feelings that can like build up and cause like a lot of turmoil, inner turmoil. I feel like this music is good for releasing, you know. So yeah, thanks for sharing, and thank you guys for watching, and please go subscribe to Grandson if you haven't done so yet, and yeah, if you like what I do, also consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. I've got a whole playlist dedicated to Grandson. Basically all the suggestions and requests made by Gwen, all in a playlist. So if you want to see more Grandson through my lens, I guess, you can check out that playlist. I'll put it up here somewhere. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next reaction. Okay, bye-bye.